Okay, hello everyone. Seeing you all after a long time. How are you? So still we don't have any update from AIIMS about the report. Uh, there is good developments about NIA coming in soon to investigate the narco-terror angle, and it got the permission to investigate even the drug-related cases because those are most probably connected to the terror angle also. So as told, things are here. Another thing, if any one of you have, I think many of you would have seen the press conference done by Mr. Prashant of Insaf SSR. Insaf SSR is a, you can find the page on social media on Instagram and I think on Twitter also. For they are basically supposedly working in this case since beginning, and I think they are doing good. So I had a word with Prashant maybe in the second week of this month, September. Yeah, September. So he announced recently a list, and people were having questions about Anandi Dhawan. So I will show you something today. I couldn't make the videos, but if this is visible, so the chat date is 30th August, and the message is this is what I wrote, that what I feel is that Anandi is not alive. And this I wrote in spite of all the talks going on around of her being alive and no ran away somewhere with the family, like she is in Dubai, etc. But this is I'm showing you. This is my conversation with a friend, and I have told her that probably I don't think she is alive. And the date you can see it's 30th August. Okay, so now we have questions about his viscera, his postmortem report. Then people have doubts about Subramaniam Swamy because Vibhor Anand, the advocate, he was alleging him about doing certain settlements with CBI and the doctors. See, I don't think any of you or we should actually get into all these things. Investigation is happening. We know what we want. If anything is deviated, we know that it is deviated. So we just don't need to fall prey for anyone's allegations without any evidence or proof. And as far as we know, Subramaniam Swamy and Ishkaran are working in like earlier since July. So just don't get no carried away from here or there. Focus on the important things. I tell again and again. There are important questions. We want to know if the viscera is his or not. The DNA test for the viscera should be done. Then we also need to the ambulance thing, you remember, that is still our concern. Where was he taken from his home? That is the concern. And I think after the press conference of Prashant, now we know that now the three, supposedly, if it's all true, supposedly the three people were Anandi Dhawan and a small Nepali, I mean a minor Nepali girl called Maya from along with Sushant Singh Rajput. So still there are our questions which are pending, and we should try to raise our questions about it. Like, no, CBI can better reply us and only believe in the official statements, and certainly closely follow the case. Now, Another thing which I want to tell is Bollywood ki lag gayi. So yes, you can understand how big the issue it is, how everything is coming up. Uh, in my first, second, and third videos, where probably I have discussed the reasons, the no why he was targeted and what all could be the probable reasons. I have told about the religious angle. I have told about how people cannot stand a person who is extremely talented and who is very good. So the Bollywood was able to stand this highly talented and highly kind person. Bollywood was not able to stand this highly talented, highly kind, and intelligent person because they want people who just join them and become like them, who join them in all this ISI related activities and people and mafias and dons. Also, he was an object of heavy jealousy as he was challenging the. He was extremely capable to easily, just overpower with his intelligence, with his talent. He could have, I mean, just been the king of Bollywood within no time. And we know how the oldie kings, the Khans, and all know how they want to keep their titles. So I won't call it a competition because it's just not healthy. And another issue, now I will speak about maybe probably in more detail in the coming videos because both Swamiji and NK Sood have told this that the reason for all this is narco-terror angle, and the reason of narco-terror angle is Islamicization. So whatever is happening is as a part of the agenda to destroy the indigenous Hindu culture, Hinduism of this lands, Hindu people, and to propagate and advance Islamicization of India, Ghazwa a Hind. So basically, Bollywood is one of the tool for this propaganda, this agenda of Islamicization. It is not the only tool, but it is very powerful tool to mind wash the generations with creating a shame and regret for the original Bharatiya culture, Bharatiya Sanskriti, Hindu culture, Hindu Sanskriti, and this is fact. It is not like no that it's not a taboo to talk these subjects now because it's question of our national security and our integrity and. Whatever we talk that is about the radicals or the bad ones, not generally they say like whenever there is any terrorist attack they will say that no they are not real Muslims, they are not following the real Islam, this is not Islam, etc., and they are bad Muslims. So this is how they tell. So yeah, we agree and we know we are talking about the bad Muslims and the radicals, but how will we know who are good and who are bad? We cannot just wait like okay, once something bad happens and then we know okay this was bad. So the good ones need to speak up, the good ones need to show their integrity for the country, show them, I mean they need to show that they are not radicals, they need to stop the radical Islamists, and many such things are there. See, in fact, I am wondering that how many of all of us even know about these things. Like, no, why are they looking for Islamicization of India and all over the world? You will always find, like now because of social media and other things, we are seeing that they are always about converting others and converting more and more countries. They already have 57 countries. But these are the agendas and propagandas, and there is certainly reasons of this, and we need to see where the root for this all lies. So coming back to the Bollywood, yes, Islamicization is one of the reasons for all this mafia and narco terror angle and cultural mind washing and Hindu phobia going on. Like the repeatedly the series that's come like Patal Lok and whatever, like lots of them. So how they try to degrade and distort our indigenous culture and civilization with all. Now it's time for everyone to be open about talking and discussing and knowing about all these things. And it's just not wise to stay silent or ignorant about this. There are also angle of child abuse. So if we see the terror angle, as of now just the drugs has come up, and we have heard the talks about child uh, trafficking and human trafficking. But then there could be many things. See, if we see the terror related crimes, certainly there are money laundering, there are radicalization which will which is already happening. There will be infiltration, wrong type of people will be brought in the country, and no, there will be all the document frauds and other things. And basically it's a huge question of national security in every ways. And also we can, if we want to gauge like what all, we can certainly see the extent of what type of crimes ISIS is doing. So organ selling could be a part of it. Let's see what all things comes up. But most important is, as I have told in previous initial videos, like I think in my first video itself, I told that they have done the biggest mistake of their life. उन्होंने अपनी जिंदगी की सबसे बड़ी गलती कर दी है. They have harmed a very kind person and the devotee of Mahadev. A devotee of Mahadev they have harmed. So तांडव तो होना ही है. And Mahadev is not going to leave any culprit. नहीं छो एक भी बचेगा नहीं, एक भी नहीं बचेगा, बचना भी नहीं चाहिए. We should continue this fight unless all of them, all of the culprits are exposed and punished. Meanwhile, we also see what type of governments are there, what type of parties political parties and political people are doing. So we know one thing, like no power should not be in wrong hands, and we should not just allow any single dynasty or a specific person to rose in all sort of power, be it Bollywood or be it political, any position of power and politics. So yes, that's it for this video. See you soon. I'm going to do a few more videos this time quickly. So see you soon.